Whatever.
Hi Playmates, how are you? It's Aristar here. Sorry I've been a little busy, I've been a little bit slow with everything, but I'll be sure to get to your comments soon. And today I wanted to just give you a brief update on the new chapter story on Exos Heroes. I would consider this chapter to be a bit of a filler chapter, but an important one because we learned some really new truths in this particular chapter. We start off with a flashback of B-Trio working with Xion on Marino's Island before the events in the previous chapter. From that conversation, we confirm B-Trio to be the head advisor and that B-Trio's mission is to bring back the Dragon Emperor ACCOR and that she wants to do right what was done wrong and punish the traitors. She and Xion explore the clues Marine Hawk left in regards to the tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Returning back to reality, we see B-Trio returning to her human-like form and everyone being surprised that she's a female, not male as everybody assumed, and I think everybody thought that, he was definitely a he. We learn here a little bit more detail about what's going on, how the Dragon Watchers led by Xion are trying to revive the Dragon Emperor to be relieved of the gruesome task that they have of trying not to get the dragons revived, which is kind of sad. I mean, in case that didn't make sense, Dragon Watchers led by Xion was a secret society funded by the nations to make sure that dragons didn't revive again. To do so, Dragon Watchers had to do so many horrific things, and they also had to always wear masks and live in the shadows and be invisible to everybody. To kind of relieve themselves and their families from this nightmare of a life that they have to live, they were planning to revive the Dragon Emperor so they can live normal lives being kind of like a treasure, a far-off dream to them. We get to the exciting part where B-Trio reveals her intent to Xion, how she wants to revive the Dragon Emperor and help him punish traitors, meaning the 7 heroes who defeated ACCOR, and bring back peace to the continent. How she plans on doing so is to basically wipe out everything that the 7 heroes built, which are pretty much the 7 nations that are currently existing on Exos. B-Trio further explains that there seems to have been a misunderstanding, and some of the 7 heroes like Marine Hawk and Misty seems to have been misled into joining the rebellion against ACCOR. B-Trio's logic is that with Shifraken loose and raging war, ACCOR is pretty much actually the only answer to bring back the peace that was held during the Baikal dynasty. Although later we do see that she may be doubting if that's what ACCOR would still want after everything that's happened to him, but anyway, that's a different story. While debating on whether or not that's the right thing to do, B-Trio tries to undo the seal and accidentally in the process revive 2 calamity dragons. She then realizes that Marine Hawk probably put a trap on the seals, and the real way to revive the Dragon Emperor was not to undo the seal but to break the seal using the extract. Basically, the logic was, Marine Hawk and B-Trio were like buddies. We kind of see that in the previous core raid, the first Dragon's core raid, and that B-Trio assumes that Marine Hawk probably put something in place knowing that B-Trio was going to try to revive the Dragon Emperor, and so the only way to actually do that would be to think like B-Trio would not think, and so they kind of countered. Okay, so that's what happened. So she asked Iris to use the extract to break the seal, as Iris, being the princess of Northrend Frosty, has the blood of one of the 7 heroes, which is a requirement to unleash the power of the extract. If you recall, Misty is the hero who built Northrend Frosty after the tragic loss of her lover Rude in the rebellion, and Iris is her descendant. Wait, which actually means that Misty had a child with somebody else? Okay, so I'm getting a lot sidetracked, but let's get back on track. Xion gets all worried for Iris, but Iris says don't worry and gathers up the power of the extract and breaks the seal to bring ACCOR to life, while Xion and Xion are distracting the 2 dragons that, B-Trio have accidentally revived. ACCOR, upon awakening in his dragon form, this huge, massive, oh my gosh, he looks pretty cool, defeats the 2 calamity dragons that were accidentally revived, like they were like toothpicks, like they were nothing, then takes on his humanoid form, which, by the way, he's very ripped. He looks pretty cool. You gotta admit, he looks pretty cool in his dragon form and in his human form. Then he walks up all cool and then strikes Xion, bringing Xion to his knees, and then Iris rushes in front of Xion to protect him from ACCOR. And that's the end of the chapter. I mean, talk about a cliffhanger, right? So there's a lot of different discussions that we can have about, what actually happened, what is actually going to happen. And I hope that I get a chance to discuss this with you guys in the next video regarding Exos Heroes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about, what you actually think happened all those hundreds of thousands of years ago, what the rebellion, what the misunderstanding would have been, who is right, who is wrong, and what you hope would happen to Xion and Iris now that Emperor ACCOR has been awakened. If you're enjoying the story of Exos Heroes, even if you don't play or just like gacha gaming content in general, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I post every Wednesday and weekends. Thank you all so much for being patient with me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching once again. Stay safe and take care.